Okay, you've asked me about Frank Morris's smoking habits. I hate to give this away because it's in my book, and I make it very clear in the book. He smoked Raleigh filters, the same ones D.B. Cooper smoked, and guess why? He was D.B. Cooper. He was always trying to get me to bring him a box of Raleigh filters back. I mean, when I would see him in Mexico, did you bring me those Raleigh filters? He wanted me to bring them from America because American cigarettes were more powerful and he liked them better. And he claimed I would get something good out of it if I would bring it to him. And I think what that meant was maybe, he wouldn't kill me till tomorrow. But he was a chain smoker. He wouldn't put one out until he lit another one. And then he would get really nervous when it was time to do that, and he'd tear the other one apart. I'm thinking that something in prison they did to him about smoking and leaving cigarette butts laying around everywhere. One time, I hate to tell you this, you really need to buy my book, but I used to smoke cherry flavored cigars when I was a teenager in Mexico City. They I didn't inhale them, but I really liked the cherry flavor. I was a boy. But one time I went by his house. He tried to get me to smoke with him, and he'd give me a cigarette, and I didn't like it, and I choked on it. And he goes, "Well, if it's going to choke you, maybe you shouldn't smoke it." And I go, "Yeah, I don't think so." He wanted me to inhale it, and I couldn't. And so I brought him a cherry flavored cigar, and he lit it, and he just went crazy, like, "Oh God, oh, that's horrible, oh God." And he took it with him though, because I think he smoked it later. Raleigh filters, it would be the easiest way to put together the Zodiac killer thing. Would be two things: the handedness of the person who did these things, because Frank was left-handed and he did most things with his left hand, although he would write with his right hand in order to fool people. And that's probably what he did on the JonBenet Ramsey ransom note. But he, let's see, handedness, left-handed, and the type of cigarette that he smoked, because he wouldn't smoke anything else. It had to be a Raleigh filter. And they got one of his cigarettes from on the D.B. Cooper jump, and it supposedly should still be in evidence, which means it has DNA on it, and that'd be Franklin Morris's DNA. And they could go from there and then solve this whole Zodiac thing and prove that I'm telling the truth. But they're not going to do it because the FBI doesn't want to spend any money on this case. They don't want to make it public either that they covered the whole thing up. So that's it for Frank Morris's smoking habits, although he did get busted for marijuana a few times. So I don't know if he was smoking that or selling it or what, but hey, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's video, where I think I'm going to tell you about the time John and I almost got in a wrestling match on a pipe over the 6 Mile Creek. Good night.